Morning everyone. I just got up. I can't sleep, so I'm up. I'm just turning the radio down a bit. Yeah, just this minute got out of bed and put the kettle on. What time is it? It's still up there. I'll leave it up there because I might go back to bed again. Give it a couple of hours. What is it? 3:04 here. Sunday morning. 3:04. Right, I can't have the radio on, so it sounds a little bit. Just put the kettle on. That was the first thing I did. Right, I'm going to start this little fire up. Yeah, let's put the light on so we can see properly. Hope you're all alright this morning. Yeah. I might have to just leave you for a second. I just got to light something. Ollie's in bed. As I say, it's dark out there. We're in the middle of the night, isn't it? What donut I am, really. Yeah, I've got all my bits and bit of kindling here, you see. All bits and pieces. There you go. I've got to light this. I've just got to light something. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I might be. Let's try it. There it is. There. These little wax things. See? See it? I go like that with that, see? And that old wax thing just starts the fire. Pull that out of there. Yeah, get some of these little stuff out there. See that one on there, look, see? There you go. Oh, I put it out already. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I am. Normally I've got loads of little bits all ready for it, but I haven't this morning. Oh, what a donut I am. See what I've done? I ain't got the bits ready. Let's get the bits ready first. Right, now we'll get a load of little bits of kindling. That's what you got to do, John. See, we do have these little mishaps. I put the kindling down there. See the sweets, I just put all the packets in there. See, it's not all plain sailing. That was my fault. I wasn't prepared. It's raining out there. There you go. Now we got the kindling, right? Now we'll start all over again, if we can. There we go. We just go like that, throw that like that in there. That goes in there like that. Right, now we get the kindling on there. See? Well, when I call it kindling, they're just bits of twig, aren't they? Nice cup of tea. I could do with a cup of tea. Oh. See, it doesn't take long if you do it properly. The first time. See? Now you just get bigger bits going in there, see? Hey, look at that nice big monster there. That can go in there now, see? Chuck a few of these in there. Right, see these bits here, look, see? Yeah, bloody up too early. It's horrible when you get up early. I mean, you can't sleep. little bit short one there, see? Just fill it right up like that. That's quite a bit in there, see? Now that's it. It wasn't hard. It was just me made the balls up the first time, you've got to admit that. I got rid of that old rubber mat that I had here. Yeah, that was sort of causing more problems than it should have been, really, that rubber mat. So what I do now with that, I leave it outside, and that's brilliant outside. So now I can sweep the floor all the time, if you know what I mean. Sweep all the rubbish out. There you go, look, that's that now. I've got loads of logs here. It's not really that cold, but I just thought I'd put it on. See, that's that. Cup of tea. I always use powdered milk, because if I buy a bottle of milk, or a pint, I'll drink it straight away, I would. Right. As I say, I'm up now, so there are all these blankets, they are. He's got another 2 blankets here. He's got 2 on him over there. 1, 2, see he's under there. Look at that fire, look. I want to put the radio on, but I can't. Oh, so sit down. Yeah, hello. How you doing? Oh. Yeah, that's soon warm up in here now. It's a little bit tingy, you know. A little bit chilly, but not too bad at all. Yeah, we had a lovely day again yesterday. I mean, we were talking till it was dark. I think I'd go and annoy them by the van and I'll have a good chat with them. They're nice people. Dave has got such a humour. It's nice, isn't it? I feel like family with them. Yeah. I don't know what we're doing today. We'll go on another epic walk. And what is nice about them, they find things interesting. As do I. I mean, them big lumps of wood yesterday, them trees are they're not far off 100 years old, I wouldn't say. I would say, sorry. Yeah, I don't think kettle's boiling now. There's my kettle, look. Sorry my camera's not on target half the time, but there you go, it is what it is, isn't it? Turn the kettle down a bit. Stella's a bit big for me, this kettle. So what I'm doing is I'm going to get a smaller kettle. And that's fuel efficiency then, you see. Yeah, that's nice and low, and that just keep it tepid. So, you know, but everything on hand here. Look, there's where my spoon was in there. Give it a bit of a stir for the milk. And here's my tea bags. My tea bags are in here. I've got these are different ones. They're what Rob gave me a load of these, my mate. You don't use milk with them ones. Oh, Daisy, you fell over them. Oh, I'm dying for this cup of tea, you know. Do any of you have to get up in the middle of the night? I don't feel comfortable. I get aches and pains. And you think, oh, there's no point laying in bed if you're aching and paining. Can you hear the fire? Look at that. See, it's still cold. That handle's still cold. But look. Oh, look at that. I can feel the heat. I'll let that burn a bit more, you see. Yeah, lovely. I love it in the night time anyway. Nice bit of music on the radio. I like to listen to 60s. There you go. So I've got that to the tea now. That'll be nice and tepid that now. And I can just drink the old cup of tea. Yep. Needs a bit of a clean up here. But it's not too bad, is it? Somebody said I was unhygienic. I don't know what they meant by that. But there you go. I suppose Stella could do with a bit of a polish. But when you're out in a van, you're just covered in dust. Layers of dust. You tidy up and it's dust straight away. You can't upset. We're in the middle of the woods here. You sweep the floor and it's just straight away again. Plus I'm not an old wood. Well, I mean, I don't mean that. I mean, if it gets dirty, it gets dirty, doesn't it? Oh, lovely. That's a cup of tea. No, there's no cold breath coming out. Only hot air. Yeah. And this is day 3 we've been in Scotland. We're off to Newton Stewart tomorrow. Go to the laundrette, get all my stuff washed again, and do everything again. Do the duvet and everything I was wearing for another 2 weeks. But I got change of clothes, so plenty of change of clothes. Lovely evening last night. I didn't even put the telly on. I just watching the phone. I watched YouTube. I watched a little channel called Chalky. That was it. He was on live last night. Yeah, he's quite a nice man. And you don't know they're out there, do you? I have heard of the channel, and I did make a few comments on there about his jokes, because he's quite a funny man. I just put it on last night, and there he was. It come up live. He was on about the TT races, and the motorcycle races and everything. That interests me. Yeah, nice bloke. And he's having problems with the same bloke I was. Is. And he told me exactly the same. But he is right though. The chap we're on about, he comes over as so nice, and when you first meet him, you think the sun shines out his bumhole. You do, and he's so nice to you. He's so bloody nice, and it hurts when he lets you down. It does, because not most people you meet, if you don't like them, you don't like them. It's as square as that. But not with this chap. Even if he didn't like you, he'd make out he was your best friend. And then when he goes and does things, he upsets you. You think, oh my God. It makes you feel like family, he does. Still, that's the water under the bridge. But I had witnesses that day that saw what he'd done, and you can't talk your way out of it. His excuse was, I'd fell out with 6 people at the Drove. 6 people? Didn't know I spoke to 6 people. These 6 people are his crony mates who hang about with him, and half of them are scared of him. I know the girls are. The 2 girls, they were terrified. And they fell out with me. Surely if you fall out with somebody, you argue, don't you? What he was doing was shit staring like mad about me. Which I can take, because I've had all that before. when I drove 300 miles down there because he said come down there. And when I got there, he was sitting there with one of his little crony mates. And you should have seen the look on their faces. It was, oh fuck me, who's it? Look who's turned up. I saw you. I saw you. They were supposed to meet us in Whitby. I say us because there was another chap with us. And so we left the Peak District in this chap. And the idea was to meet in Whitby. We drove to Whitby, which was fun, and it was good. We were glad they didn't turn up. We were. And what was it, South Car? I know we went to South Car. Whitby, Saltburn, South Car. Well, it's one of them three places. Anyway, he rings up, right? And he says, oh, it's pissing down with rain. We can't get there. We're at a service station, which I didn't believe anyway. And I heard his little crony mate going in the background. And we can't get there. Next minute, he's at Stonehenge. So we drove that way, and he drove down 300 mile away to Stonehenge. Yeah. So we were waiting up there for him, and he'd gone down to Stonehenge. Thank you for that. Nice bloke. But then again, the chap who was with me told me a few things about him, and it all started coming together. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about him no more, because I'm sick and tired of it. Sick and tired of him. Because it don't matter what you say. If he comes out with saying it was him, you know damn well he's lying, because everything he says is a lie. Even his girlfriend said he was a liar. He said to me, do you think I'm a liar, John? She's just called me a liar. And I said, well, you do say about where you are and you're not. I said, but everyone, which we do, we don't know where we're going. I'll give him that. But he does, he lies about everything. I don't hate him or nothing. I'm just upset that anyone could be so nice to you, but so backstabbing. It upsets me. I would have written my will out to him and left all my money to him, because he was that nice to me. Yeah, not to worry. I've never had it before in my whole life. I fell out with people, don't you worry about that. I've had punch-ups. I've had I've had arguments with people. And every time I have, I felt I've been in the right, but I don't suppose I was. We're human, aren't we? But this is a different kind of backstab. Whereas I love my subscribers. He loves them. He loves his subscribers. Yes, he does, doesn't he? You're all being fooled. Anyway, maybe I've said too much. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. But what I was told about him by somebody who knows him, it shocked you. So if you want to ever go back at me, I will have a full program on you. God. God. My God. And it'd be all the truth. Right, another sip of tea. You certainly can't go around saying you're going to break people's noses and things. Grow up. Right, what we're going to do today. I've got the fire now, look. That's warming up in there now. Yeah, that Chalky was on about the TT races. That's in the Isle of Man, isn't it? I think. The motorcycle. I'd love to go there. I think Chip does. Chip would be going. That's in June, I reckon. Trouble is, I've got the dog, you see. It's very awkward when you've got an animal. With Ollie, you know. People say, oh, you can. No, it's not the same. Ollie would be scared. It's like my mate, he went to Santa Pod. I wanted to go, but I just couldn't with Ollie because, you know, he was scared the old boy. So I just bear with him until, you know. And he is 17, probably older. If he wasn't, I would have been much happier if he was a lot younger, I can tell you. Much happier. I wish he was 9, but he's not. I've had him over 6 years. 6 years I've had him. 2019, June, and that's 2000. Yeah, coming up for 6 years I've had him. And then he was old and grey. Then his teeth were really black, a bit like mine. Yeah, I thought his teeth were. He had to go to his dentist, and they said no, you clean them off, but they're still a little bit brown. But if I ever thought they were aching or playing him up, they would come out. I wouldn't let the old boy suffer. He pulls me. Paul, he was pulling yesterday. He's a good fella. So how long have I been going now? 20 minutes. So we've been up 20 minutes because I put the camera on straight away. Let's have a look. Because this burns out quick. See what I mean? That does burn out quick. I wonder if that'll go in now. I doubt if it will it? Will that monster go in there? Let's have a look. Oh, it does. Look at that. He goes in there, the monster. Put that in there. Yeah, look at that. Now I'll just leave that. And what I do, I push that shut. Like that. And that's it. Game, set, match. You can keep that going all day as long as you keep an eye on it. Yeah, sorry about going on earlier, but it does get you down. Especially when he said I fell out with 6 people. Bloody hell. And I've got to be honest, I didn't. I did fall out with one person, but that was caused by him anyway. Shit stirring about somebody, and I believed him. I believed him. But if you did go up to Stonehenge and on the Drove, not everyone, the majority of people are quiet. You know, but there are a lot of pissheads, dare I say, drugs, drink, and you could easily fall out with half a dozen people if you was that way inclined. I mean, I just got in the van and stayed by myself. They didn't like that, you see, I don't think. But you could fall out with 100 people up there because they're drunks. Not all of them. Some are lovely. Some are lovely drunks. But it goes on. There was a bloke sleeping in the woods. He'd been doing it for a long while. But while I was there, he got a kicking. He got his head kicked in. I mean, and you think, oh, he was actually sitting with me, laughing and joking, a couple of days before it happened. But he was in the woods in a tent and they got sat about. Beer, drugs. The worst thing about Stonehenge is the visitors. Not the ones that come down on the buses, the ones that come on the Drove itself in the cars. They park up, blowing their horns, speeding, dust all over the place, dropping litter. And most of them are foreigners, and I don't like to be. It's like they don't know they can't drop litter. They drop litter, they just drop them. Japanese people, they pull up in their bleeding motors. There's loads of them get out of them, you know. They're not the bad ones for the litter, though. They're it's I can't. You can't. I don't know if you can mention countries and whatever, but I think you know who I'm on about. Foreigners. Most of them smile at you, I think, but they're a bleeding nuisance up there. Music blaring. No wonder people drink at the Henge. Anyway, Stonehenge is a lovely place. Apparently they flattened it now, so I won't go there if I think he's there, you know, this chap. I don't want any trouble. I'm nearly 70 years old, bloody hell. If he hit me up, he'd break me in half, probably kill me. When he did it, last time had a go at me, there was somebody who saw it all happening. I won't mention his name or nothing, but he saw it happening. And this bloke got in his van and drove off with all his crony mates. About 5 of them in the back. So there's 5 of them I was supposed to have fallen out with, I suppose. They went down the shop. So when he was down the shop, this bloke said to me, "Come on, you're coming with me. Get you off of here. Can't be having that. You're nearly 70 years old." I said, "All right, yeah, thank you. Get away from here." Not away from there, but away from that chap. And we went down to the south coast, which was lovely. Then to Arundel. That was great. And then the next minute he turns up at Arundel. A couple of weeks later, but I'd gone by then. Making out he's a nice fella. All right, pal. All right, pal. He don't say the pal no more. He says brother. All right, brother. Yeah. Now I know I've said too much. He's going to be upset. But there you go. I've got one little weapon here now, and that's this camera, and I will report you to the police. I will, because I ain't messing about with you, bully. Right, I'm going to go now. I'm not going to talk about him no more. Because it really upsets me that someone can be so nice but so backstabbing. I could tell you a few stories about subscribers going to see him and what he used to say about them. Yeah. Backstabber. Right, I'm off now. Top my cup of tea up. I suppose mainly this was about that horrible bastard. But there you go. Gets you down, even from a distance. He upsets people. See, people are scared of him. If he swung his arm, he's going to knock you out. Yeah. He's just a troublemaker. No, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say something then, but I'm not. We all want the Drove to stay open, but he's not your man. Anyway, he scares me. I've got to keep away from him. I'll see you all later. Everyone have a good evening. Well, it ain't evening, is it? It's morning. It's Sunday now. Yeah, I'll see you later. Be good. And if you can't be good, be bad.